Nate G219, and this is to help it back and better. Another one coming at y'all. First, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that channel if y'all want to help out. Another one coming at y'all. Still, January 11th, probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And I'm coming at y'all real and raw. You know, haven't been to prison. I have issues. I've been diagnosed with PTSD. And it's hell sometimes. About an hour or so ago, I was crying. I'm still having a rough time with it. I had dozed off, taken a nap, and you know where I'm at? Indiana State Prison, Michigan City. B cell house, cell 440. That's where I was at. I was being woken up by this piece of shit named Jeffrey Fugate, spelled with a G. Geoffrey, like that sissy from damn Game of Thrones. But that's what I was being woken up by. I dozed off on my recliner right over here to my backside. Back over here, not this one. This is a glider. That was my mom's chair. I was on this one though. Just dozing off. Getting a little late. You know, I wake up early. Go to bed as early as I can. Doing what I do for a life, for a living. It's tiring. I'm outside in this weather, and depending on where you are, I don't know, but Fahrenheit weather, average has been about 20 to 30 degrees for the last several weeks in a row, and even lower than that prior to that. And yeah, maybe slurring my words a little bit, but you know, got a couple of them twisted teas in me. I woke up sweating, crying, swinging at my wife, who gratefully was on the other side of my living room. See, I was in this chair back here. She was 7 feet that way. This camera is about the middle. So she had a good distance not to get in the way, but this reminds me of this time, man. This punk ass dude, first of all, is a 2-1 fatal. That's what they call themselves. They're under the 5-pointed star. They're under the Latin King, the people. They're the people. They're part of the people if they're honored, which very few are. And like, I've met 3 of them in the 4 to 5 years I've done in my entire life. I've met like 3 of them. One of them was with this chump ass dude, Jeffrey Fugate. And Jeff, if you see this, man, the worst part of the nightmare is your teeth. I thought you was gonna bite me. Like, this dude his teeth were so methed out, like they were jagged, like a damn alligator or a shark. And they was brown. Disgusting. Damn. I put my elbow down. It hurts. But, you know, 10 years ago was January 2015, obviously. I was in D cell house at that time. I hadn't met this dude, but April, May, I met this chump ass dude. And what this was over was, now the courts had called me down to the damn office one day I'm not going to lie. When I got Mr. Nathan White come down to the office, they said my DOC number 241545, head down to the counselor's office. You've got a phone call. What do you mean I've got a phone call? Nobody gets phone calls in prison. What the hell? I ain't ever heard of this before. So I'm not going to lie. This is 5 floors on 2 sides. This is like, I mean, there's a lot of area to cover. So, you know, I was out of place anyway. So I was running around the cell house making the guards look for me. Finally, they found me. They get me to go down to the guard booth. And I go down there, you know, ends up I'm getting out early. So they tell me on September 24th of 2015 that I was going to be transported to, man, I don't remember the name of the building. Picadillos, Porter County Alcohol Drug Offender Services, if I do not remember correctly. Adam, Barbara Claypool and Adam something or another, 2 county, you know, beat the meat off the cheek pieces of crap, got me to agree to going into this early release program. And early release programs, they sound great. They aren't always great. Man, this was a sales pitch. It was all about money. They probably, and I'd honestly put money that they got commission off of tricking people to get out of prison early, to go on this community transition program. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I've had a couple drinks. I'm a little bit buzzed up. I had this horrible nightmare, man. I'm sorry. So I'm stuttering and whatever it is, what it is. I'm not out here using real drugs and shit. I'm having a couple drinks at home before I go to bed. That's it. I'm not out here causing mayhem. Anyways, Barbara Claypool and Adam Douchebag. That's what we'll call him. Adam Douchebag. Anyways, they were out there to get me from the day one. They didn't like me. I didn't like them. It was a pretty mutual feeling. Well, after I had lost my mom, I got out September 28th. My mom's birthday, her last birthday, was September 26th. I got out September 28th. I lost her on December 28th. Her death certificate says December 29th. But that's neither here nor there. This is prior to me coming home. So I was told I was coming home September 24th. I was going to be home for her birthday, right? Not just her birthday. A childhood friend's grandfather's funeral, her services. Well, not only do they screw up my transport order, they don't even make me aware of it. So I give everything away except for my TV and a couple other things, like, you know, you can get this in the morning. Actually, you know, the person that was getting it was Paul Wall, Mike Wall. Shout out Mike Wall, my dude. You'll forever be my dude. He's one of the guys. If you don't know who one of the guys are, you don't need to know who one of the guys are. It means, it tells me you ain't never been to the joint. You never been affiliated. So, knowing who one of the guys are, you don't need to know. Just think of him as a guy that's helping another guy out. Alright, that's all you gotta think of. And that's no homosexual, nothing. This is one of my boys. And in the cell next to him was another boy. One of my my friends. I was a friend of theirs. At this point in time, I had not been an active member of the affiliation that I was part of, but still I was labeled a security threat group. But one morning, when breakfast rolls, all right, so like I said, let me run it back. Manual rewind. You know, like Realkins does it. I had been told I was going home the 24th. Well, the 24th came around. Miss Abrams. Man, oh man. Anyway, not getting into that. I'm a married man now. Love my wife. But back then I loved Miss Abrams. Damn, did I love Miss Abrams. She knew it. I've told my wife about her. I love Miss Abrams. She was the head of internal affairs daughter at the point in time in 2015. And Miss Abrams, I did talk to after prison, but it's neither here nor there. Yeah, I forgot to call that time out. Technical foul. But I didn't get to go home on the 24th like I was supposed to. I didn't get the transport. So they were supposed to come and get me and take me to Picadillos or PACT. That's what it was. Porter County PACT. It was abbreviated for something. I don't remember. It was the PACT office. The Porter County PACT office. And that's where I went. I was taken there. You know, my ass, like I had nothing. They're like, hey, you need clothes, like we got church donations, yada, 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 woo, woo, this. No, I went in at a 32, 33 waist. I figured, you know, I was maybe a 36, 38. I said, you know, give me a 36. Man, I sat down later that day, my button shut across the courtroom. Again, relevance. But I in that time waiting to get transferred. Now I got transferred September 28th. So I had 4 days of bullshit. And when I realized on the 24th that I wasn't getting transported, I had already given all my crap away. So I give moms a call on the phone, you know what I mean? And I say, look, can you send me, just give me a $25 green dot. And that's how currency was moved for a very, very large majority of the way. It was through green dot numbers. If you don't know what a green dot number is, you don't need to know what a green dot number is. It means you was probably a good little puppy growing up and as an adult. But I had to get a $25 green dot. The $25 green dot got me $17.50 worth of food. That $17.50 worth of food got me through the next 3.5 days. All right, so on my mom's birthday, September 26th, breakfast time, chow time, and I'm talking between 4 and 5:30 in the morning. That's when breakfast was ran. Actually, the end of breakfast might have been 5:30, 5:45. You had to, because count was at 6. So I don't know exactly what time it was, but I got this boom, 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 at my cell. I'm brushing my teeth, getting ready to go to the breakfast anyways. But I look back, there's this dude with shark teeth, you know, green shark teeth, like the Grinch. This bitch ass dude, Jeffrey Fugate from Indianapolis, is 2-1 Fatal. And Fatal or Fado or fuck y'all. I don't give a fuck who y'all are. And that's sober-minded too. Fuck you, Jeffrey, bitch. His own boy burned him on these this $25 dot. Now, there were many weeks and many times I was dealing with a lot of money. Other people's green dot cards, like I was a man that would move and move and move. I learned how to get on phone lists, so every night at a certain time they would let me out my cell, and I'd be running the cell house. I'm talking 5 ranges, 25 cell on each floor, and there's two sides, east and west. So 250, 300 people, and 190 of them want something done. You're making money. You're smoking square, smoking Tucci if that's your pleasure. You're getting paid. You're getting cans of pop. It's a hustle, and that's what I was doing. So this $25, this was nothing. I spent $25 like 4 times that day. Like, never once had anybody had an issue with my number except one time when somebody told me the number and I had either wrote it down wrong or they had told it to me wrong, but with one phone call, not only was it fixed, there was not an issue with anybody. And it was a $250 green dot number. It was no $25 green dot number. So that not only proved that this dude was a chump ass bitch, he was a broke ass bitch. And if you're gonna cry over this $25 green dot, but the only reason I'm bringing you this story, I was woke up to my wife yelling not too long ago, about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago. I was crying, I was sweating, and I'm swinging in the air, I'm kicking. I was asleep. I was watching the show called The Neighborhood, a good-hearted show. Asleep. Nothing to set this off. You know, I came home from that prison September 28th of 2015. This happened between September 24th and September 28th of 2015. It'll be 10 years in 10 months. Why am I having nightmares of this bitch that, first of all, didn't get over on me either? He got us $25, but then he got cut out by everybody because I reported that card stolen. I said, okay, fuck you. Here's $25 more. I had in my cell. I had another $25 green dot number in my cell. I gave it to the person, made sure it cleared, tore the number up. He flushed it, and I said, all right, now that that's been done, this number is being reported stolen. I don't give a fuck what happens to who. I don't care. I don't care if it happens to me. Come get it. Now, Jeffrey Fugate, when he went to shake my cell, that he didn't quite know what 2 + 2 was. Just because I was silent and I was not in active rotation didn't mean brothers didn't have my back. Didn't mean the guys didn't have my back. Okay, you had Ariel, my boy Ariel, in cell 438. You had me in 440. You had Paul Wall in 442, and you had Cheese in 444. And if it wasn't Cheese, it was T.O., another one of the guys. And again, if you don't know who one of the guys are, you don't need to know who one of the guys are. Didn't work out well. Not only did he end up getting screwed, I heard guys got at him a couple days later because, you know, you can't just have your people call at any time. But Montana slid me his jack, his cell phone, and told me, yeah, go ahead and use it. Tossed him a couple soups, like I only needed it for 10 minutes. I told my mom, hey, report that shit stolen. Report that card stolen. I don't care what happens. Honestly, at that point in time, I didn't even care if I made it home or, you know, I was still only doing 2 days in prison. It's the day I went in, and the day I went home. And the day I went home was supposed to be 2 days prior to that. So I'm pretty sure it was her birthday or the day prior to her birthday. It was either the 25th or 26th of September of 2015 that this happened. But Jeffrey with a G, Fugate, you're a bitch. 2 unfatals. Y'all some hoes. But hey, yeah. This is me goofing around after a real bad nightmare. Those are real things, guys. So never forget them life's choices. You make that wrong turn, you don't know if you're going to be waking up 10, 15 years later with cold sweats, nightmares, swinging at the air. I don't know what I did, but my wrist is numb. This is almost an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago. Ridiculous. That's real talk. Never forget life choices. But hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that channel if you want to help out. Always remember, if they ain't hating it, you ain't making it. Nate G219, signing out. Peace.